All right, everybody, welcome back. No guts, no gluten. I'm Tony. Today we're going to be making some gluten-free chicken noodle soup, and I'm going to be using the Jovial egg noodles. Haven't used these before, but I saw them and I thought I'd give them a try. Since the weather is getting colder, figure some chicken noodle soup. You know, if everyone's under the weather, you can make this for them, and we'll get started. And I'm going to be using some leftover rotisserie chicken for the chicken in the soup. So I got my water on to boil for these. And if you tried these, let me know in the comments. You know, what do you think of them? I'll give you my thoughts on them as we go. All right. So like I said, I got the water on for the noodles. So I'm going to start by getting my celery, onions, and carrots cut up and get them sauteed in the pot. All right. So I'm going to take my noodles. My water's boiling. And I think I'm going to leave them like that instead of trying to break them up. And then I'll just, if I have to, I'll break them up when after they're cooked. So I'm just going to follow the directions on the box on how to cook them. And I'm going to go a little less than al dente, because when you heat them up in the soup, they're going to cook longer so they don't get mushy. All right, as you can see, we got the celery, onions, and carrots chopped up. I got my pan heating up with a little bit of butter in it. And we're going to go ahead and saute these up for probably 3 to 4 minutes. And then we're going to add the stock. All right, everything in the pan she goes. Like I said, we're going to saute these up for, like I said, 3 or 4 minutes. And then I'll bring you back. All right, now that this has been sauteing, we're going to go ahead and add the chicken stock. So I got 3 containers. They're 32 ounces each. And you gotta make sure that they're gluten-free. And the final one. Now, if you're just making this for, you know, your family and there's only 2 of you or whatever, you can definitely use less celery, onions, and carrots and less chicken stock. So, as I said before, my family loves my cooking. So, everybody gets some who wants some. And I'm not just saying that, they really do. So, we're going to let this come up. We don't need to boil this or anything. We're just going to come up to a simmer. And then we're going to taste it. Probably add pepper because there's probably a lot of salt in the chicken stock. So once that heats up, we're going to go ahead and taste it and then add some pepper and other seasonings if we need to. Now, these are the noodles, the Jovial egg noodles. They're pretty good. So these are the slurping noodles that I call them slurping noodles because they're so long. But I'm going to go ahead and cut those in half probably, so you're not going and they hit you in the face. So, right. So those are the calls for 10 minutes. So those are about 8 minutes. And then they're going to go in the chicken soup, chicken noodle soup. After I get the chicken in, because I'm just going to heat up the chicken because I'm using a rotisserie chicken. So we're going to let that come up to simmer, taste it, and then we'll be back. All right, now I got my rotisserie chicken. We're going to slice it and dice it. So I got my legs taken off. I'm going to pull that meat off for that. So you can also, do a whole chicken and the broth and all that, but for the price you can buy a rotisserie chicken at Sam's Club or Costco, it's just easier doing it this way. So I'm just going to separate the chicken and stuff I'm going to, pull apart. So it doesn't have to be pretty. So you can don't even have to cut it. You can pull it apart too if you want. So pull off the wings and the thigh. So if you want to get a bowl, you don't need the skin. So just go ahead and pull things apart. And then depending on how you want your chicken, you can leave it like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this pulled apart while the broth is coming up to a simmer. So I'll get this taken care of and I'll be back. All right, it's come up to a little boil now. Let's go ahead and taste it, see what it needs. All right, I'm going to add some pepper. Give that a little mixy. And I did throw the chicken bones from the half a chicken, rotisserie chicken, in there to give it some flavor. So we'll let that go a little bit and grab another spoon. All right, I think that's pretty good. Now, depending on your taste, if you think it needs more salt, add more salt. If you have celery seed, want to put celery seed in there, add celery seed. Whatever your taste is, you make it according to what you like, not somebody else. This is just a basic way of coming up with how to do something. And let's see how tender these are. Yep. Definitely the celery and onion and carrots are good. So a couple more minutes, then I'm going to add the chicken. We'll be back. All right, now time to add chicken. I got the chicken all cut up, cubed up, pulled apart. Looks like I tear it up a little bit better. All right. So we'll let that go for a couple minutes because the chicken's already cooked. It just needs to warm. And the way I judge on how much chicken I need or want to put in. Then I'll grab a ladle. And, see how much chicken and how much celery and carrots and onions. So I think that's a pretty good ratio. And then, like I said, we'll just let this heat up. And I'll get the noodles ready. All right. If you don't know what a slurping noodle is, this is a slurping noodle. When you're eating it and you're going, and it hits you in the face, that's a slurping noodle. All right, so I'm going to get these cut up, and then we're going to add them to the soup. So basically, I'm just going to run my knife through them. It doesn't matter how you do it. You just don't want them big slurping noodles. All right, let's add these to the soup. Okay. So let's bring that back up to simmer for a couple minutes. And then we'll see how it tastes. And then we'll do our final seasonings or seasoning. Like I said, this is your soup. Your taste is different than mine. Mine's pretty good, but I think you'll find that this is a pretty good recipe to go by, and then you just have to tweak it your way a little bit. So let me grab another spoon. That's pretty good. All right, bring us back up to a little simmer, and then we'll be back to taste it, everything together. All right, soup is done. Look at that. Got lots of chicken, lots of noodles, carrots, onion, celery. Now for the most important part and the most rewarding part, tasting your cooking. Oh yeah. And that nice chicken there. And I think the rotisserie chicken is, by far the easiest way to do it. Oh yeah. I only wish I was sick so I can enjoy more chicken noodle soup. And believe it or not, the jovial organic brown rice pasta, the egg, it's pretty good. I would definitely use this in any of my recipes that call for egg noodles. And you could hardly tell. So, this might be for cabbage and noodles. You use this noodle. and it's a good slurping noodle too. So, all right. Until next time, I'm Tony. This is No Guts, No Gluten. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to the channel. Hey, and we're only 23 viewers away from the free giveaway. So get your friends to subscribe. It's going to be probably gluten-free baking. If you live close enough, I will give you some gluten-free pumpkin roll, gluten-free lady locks, gluten-free nut roll, whatever you like. And if you live far, I'll send you a gift certificate or a gift card to somewhere. Just let me know. And we're at 102 subscribers. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said before, I'm not getting any money for this. I do it because I enjoy it and I help, like helping people. So, when you can make stuff like this, when you miss stuff like this because you have celiac disease, it's so good and it's so rewarding. My wife's nephew and great niece also have celiac, and they haven't had good Thanksgiving meal. They had Thanksgiving meals, but when I cook, they can't wait to come to my house and have Thanksgiving, or when I cook anything, because they know it's going to be good. My niece Ella loves the pumpkin rolls. So, and I explained that to you in the pumpkin roll video. So I'm going to finish my soup. I'm going to get cleaned up, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. No, hey, don't go away yet. I forgot to tell you, like since I make a lot of soup and I give it to my family and I want to cool it down quickly, I put it in the container that I'm going to give them, because you don't want to put anything hot in a container and seal it, because then that leaves up the bacteria. So I got these containers on Amazon, and all I'm going to do, let me bring you over here. Don't mind the dirty dishes over there. Fill up your sink with cold water and put your containers in there and let them cool down. It'll cool down faster and safer. You want to bring the temperature down as fast as you can, and then it's good to go. Unless they're going to give it to them right away, this is what you need to do. Even, for yourself, get a cold ice bath going. Just fill it up with water. And every now and then, go ahead in, probably every 15 minutes, just go in and stir it up. 15 minutes later, go in and stir it up. You may have to keep adding water to your sink depending on your stopper, but this is a good, safe way so you don't get anybody sick. All right. Thanks again for watching.